All right, what's up everybody? Today we're gonna be working on a car that's been neglected, abused, forgotten about, and a little bit of rust. No, I'm kidding. It's gorgeous. It's actually probably the cleanest car I own. And it is the JZX.
The JZX time, Philly! Okay, talk to me. Tell me about it. Let's go. Open the door. Do you even have keys for this thing? Yes, I know you stole it. I heard you stole it.
We don't have a title yet. Is working on that. But blown auto. So we're gonna swap the auto over.
Nice.
Gorgeous interior.
What
Open
does
all
the
the
sticker mean?
That means it's not for sale because people are always asking. I actually need 10 more of those stickers.
Oh.
We got some free jumper cables.
I don't. All right. That's
Undercover
cool.
plastic. It actually came with a genuine Blitz intercooler and piping, and that boot. So Leah's gonna go play in the water.
It's actually my size, so that's pretty cool. All right.
So I grabbed this thing with the intention of drifting it, but it's so clean, interior and exterior, that I kind of just want to drive it. Let Leah drive it. Let Leah drive it. We're gonna swap. We're gonna swap the bad auto. It's got no reverse, no nothing, to a good auto. And when I did buy this thing, it wasn't even running because 2 previous owners ago they did a timing belt and failed to tighten this intake cam gear.
This guy
right there, and it fell off at the gas station. Look at that! Look at this gorgeous. Can't even beat that. Brand new Greddy intercooler. We got a brand new radiator. We got to do the J-pipe delete, of course, to do that all that stuff. So we're gonna wait on that.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of doubted you a little bit.
Look at that! There's no ticks, no nothing.
No ticks, no bed bugs, no mosquitoes, no.
We got no spiders
nothing
in here. So unfortunately, the battery's pretty dead, and the trans is pretty rough. So after it warms up, it will actually shut off because the trans is binding that bad. In neutral, it will go forward. In reverse, it will go forward. In drive, it barely goes forward. But we're gonna go drive it over to the shop and get it up on the lift.
Let's see.
Don't mind the snap now. 286,000 kilometers. All the lights are on besides the check engine light. And look at this.
Let's see.
Now, I was not kidding. That's forward. And then we're gonna go neutral. We're still gonna go forward. Stop by the transmission, and then we're gonna go reverse. It almost went to reverse.
I was gonna say,
But we don't want to break it.
Are we even gonna make it there?
We might not make it there. It's only what, like?
It's a far trek.
This thing's great.
So we're here.
That's it. That was the maiden voyage here. 350 feet.
We did it.
How close are we?
No, you're good.
Oh, we can do this.
Yeah, you got it.
Look at that, and the boat has landed. So not a lot of people have seen a completely stock 1J VVTi, but here she is.
You're gonna gugabadoo. What are you gonna do now? Get it up.
Alright, so we're gonna swap out the bad auto with a good auto. You know, all those autos come from Japan. They're never really good, but it's got to be better than that. I got an R154 for it, but like I said, we're gonna wait, do a little bit of cosmetic stuff. This door over here has been hit. All the moldings are off this side of the car. So.
Ooh.
It did have a lip on there. That's gone too. So we got a little bit of, you know, bringing her up to just functionality, and then we can play and have all the fun stuff going on. Let's get underneath this bad boy right here, check her all out. You can see here, look at all this, gorgeous. This whole car, flawless. You can't buy these like this. Usually they're rotted out. And then there's the transmission. Here's all your seepage. That's probably why we're swapping that bad boy out. Come back here, all the way back here, we got some Serial 9 diff bushings. We love all that. Nice and green back here for the subframe. Again, where can you find a subframe this clean?
Not only that, where can you buy Serial 9 stuff, Billy?
Oh, I don't know. Where is it, Leah? Where are we going?
Phillip.
We're going to Drift HQ to buy all this stuff. That's where that came from, the previous owner.
DriftHQ.com.
Look at stock muffler. Look at all that. No rust. This is full stock exhaust. I'm missing everything. That's what's the problem here. Look at this, all this completely stock exhaust, not rotted out. You lived over here in the Northeast, this thing would last 4 years maybe. Look at this dingus trying to, she doesn't even know what she's doing.
I'm being your flashlight.
She would get beaten by her dad if this is how she held the flashlight.
If I had my dad in my life.
All right, we touching the subject we don't need to be a part of. Look at all this gooiness. So I'm gonna clean this bad boy up. I'm gonna yank it out, just rip the drive shaft out real quick. Transmission's basically gonna fall out on this thing. Swap the pan over. They deleted these little bungs right here for the cooler. I believe that's why the actual transmission went, because it has no cooler, and I don't know if it has any more flow for the fluid. So we're gonna swap that out, get some lines in there, even to a janky cooler, and we're gonna give her an old burnout test.
Yep.
But I'm just gonna drain the trans real quick. While we're doing that, I'm gonna start spraying it down. Look at all that night.
You hate me.
Never seen somebody jump so far. Yeah, that's gross. Spray this all down with some brake cleaner. Then start yanking these drive shaft bolts out. Some of these bell bolts. Again, I'm gonna take the pan off because it's going on the new one. The other one's damaged from sitting on the ground.
Okay.
Connectors, and that's it. Thing will fall right out. Get up all in there. I almost forgot the torquinator. The topinator.
You ain't gotten a carbonator.
I get wrong. You know, oh. I just ripped that. What was that? Were you a ghost or something?
I was just giggling.
So, pull the trans down off the transmission mounts. Pull some stuff down. This is just dropping it to make it a little easier to get the wiring harness. But I had noticed when the car moved, it kind of like shuddered and skipped. And it turns out these boys right here are gonna have to get swapped out. This one, you can see the rips there. This one, I noticed in the front right, this whole bushing is completely shot. So, already got our first modifications to get ready to do. All the bell bolts are out, drive shafts out. Torque converter bolts, my underwear, they're all out. And there's your drunk transmission.
The what?
The drunk.
Oh, there's a drunk.
Drunk, yes, this is a drunk transmission. It's drunk because it doesn't know where drive is.
Cool
Fun stuff. Old junk unit, covered in oil and grease. And new, also junk unit. But hopefully the car moves now. So we're gonna throw this bad boy in there and button everything up.
Bump it up. I like to bump it up. Something up.
You know how many times this happens? Oh, look at this. I'm jacking it up and it starts to spin for no reason. I'm like, what the heck is going on? If you don't use the safety strap, it gets caught in everything.
Oh.
This is supposed to go up over the transmission. And there's a little hook right here. You pull it tight, it holds the transmission. You don't need it for certain transmissions because, like this beautiful unit, just sits flat.
Mm-hmm.
So then I start getting caught up on something. And that's it.
Okay.
So I'm going to see how close that torque converter lines up. Because I don't have much faith. I think it might be close.
All right, let's see.
You got that on video?
What?
You're recording that. That's the craziest thing. That just went together, two hand like that. I didn't even. That's ready to get bolted. Toyotas.
I thought you were gonna say something that I keep dropping.
I didn't even try to line anything up yet, and it's literally already flush. Bell bolts ready. Torque converter still. It's tight, but it's moving.
Is that because you're a professional?
No, that's because this is where it belongs right here. That's just happy. So we're gonna just swap the pans because this thing's all damaged.
What was that?
We're almost done.
Man, your bruise is showing a lot now.
Stop looking at it.
Wait, hold on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
That's what happens when you walk into things that you don't see.
Aw.
Is it really that bad?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I gotta show you it after.
For sure.
For sure.
For sure.
I just noticed it.
Make sure you put the top bell bolts back in. I know a lot of you people be lazy out there leaving them out.
To do what?
To put the top bell bolts. Oh.
That's true. Who did that recently?
That one's in.
What happened?
The park reverse neutral, the safety switch, is different from this transmission to that transmission.
So now what?
So we're going to swap them over.
Swabbity, swibbity, swibbity.
Hopefully everything bolts up. It's the same model trans, but these transmissions came out of a couple different chassis, so it could be out of a 90 or a 110. As long as you swap that over, it should still plug in and still work as it's supposed to. Just a different connector.
That's all right. Let's see.
So here's the park neutral switch that was in it. Pretty small. The one up there now, it fits. It crossed over, but it's a lot bigger. Come to my left. Show me to my left.
Oops, sorry.
That's my head. You can see it's a big old bricky boy. Big connector on there.
Can't see.
You can.
Oh.
So,
There you go.
yeah, nice and easy swap over.
So it worked.
Yeah, hopefully. Still buttoning it up. No, everything should work for that. Again, there's a lot of different models this car came in, the transmission and engine came in. It's the same model number, could just be a different chassis to connector. And that's it. Pop that boy in there, tighten her up, not too tight, or else you have problems shifting. To be different, but now.
Wait, what happened?
This connector right here. See if it comes out nice. This connector on the other trans is different as well. It's to the bottom of the valve body. This might be a problem. This is actually connected to the solenoids. Well, good thing we're dropping the pan on the other one too.
What is that?
I'll show you right here. This connector right here connects to the valve body and the solenoids that actually shift the transmission. So if it's not the same, that transmission is not going to work. And then we're going to push outside and order stuff for the manual transmission.
Just realistic things that be happening.
Which we do not want to do right this second, because we do not need this car to be down. We want to use it. I want to work on the Sylvia and a couple of the other cars, so we're going to swap that over. See, we're going to pull this pan out. Hopefully we didn't just waste all this time putting this transmission back in. But maybe we'll get lucky, right? I don't feel very lucky, but maybe we'll get lucky. Just pull the old pan down. Looking at these new valve bodies and this whole setup, which got some goop in there already. Does not seem to be the same. This magnet is, I've never seen that before. The magnet is completely broken in 3 sections. I don't know if we're gonna be able to swap that over now. Nah. Nope. You can see there's a whole solenoid pack on the back of that other transmission, so we've effectively made a car not run anymore. And that's the end of that. I'm gonna have to order either find another auto trans to swap in there or just go manual, which is sitting over there. It's not pretty. It'll work. I guess that's the end of where we are with here today. We don't want to record this part. This is the part where I have to figure out how to get it out of here. I'm glad you think it's funny. It's not funny.
I'm sorry.
Basically, I'm probably just going to wait until Monday and have the kids push it out. So
Okay. Well,
we're going to clean up because I've made a terrible mess here. Trans fluid is actually everywhere. I'm going to smell it for a week.
nice. Well, listen, stuff happens. It's all about the attitude, and you've been dealing with
big
this.
one. Stupid cars are stupid.
You even have something in your face.
Yeah, I'm sure I do. What a terrible day. Now it's raining outside. It's all looking downhill. We started off so strong.
Listen, any progress is some sort of progress. Because
This
now
is
you know.
backwards. This is backwards progress.
I understand that.
All that work. And now we got to brainstorm a new idea with this boy. So on that note, hopefully the next video is the car maybe getting a manual. Bye-bye.